Hey guys, Penadaily here, and welcome back to Let's Play The Room 3. So, in the last episode, we got about halfway through this chapter, and now we need to forge one last key. And I forgot to look and see what the key is supposed to look like. So, we got squiggle, arrow, cross of Lorraine, wheel. Okay, so the only things we have to change are the top two to squiggle and arrow. Not Aeroga, just arrow. Squiggle. Arrow! Okay then, that was easy. Slide it in. Work the bellows. Hold on to your mouse pad so it doesn't wind up in the next county. Watch the hot metal drain. Thank you! A key created in the forge. No, really! Alright, back around. Yeah. Click the keyhole one more time. Key. Turn. Ta-da! Doesn't that look cool? Oh, look. We go in through the eye. Oh boy, this one. Right, so this moves the gear to show you which rings move. They light up, by the way, which is nice. And then this, of course, will move the rings. Good. Okay, let's see. Right, so what we need to do is move... There we go. Now we can move this so that that is there. And now we move this last ring around. It's pretty simple. You just start at the center and work out. But at least it is a puzzle. Some of the things in these games can be just manipulation things. Aha! A metal casting. Our last metal casting. And come on. There we go. That is actually much easier to do on a phone. And with that, this door unlocks. These guys have mastered creepy door opening animations, I gotta say. So, turn around and through the door. We have a length of wood. We have something which we cannot see. We have a handle. The handle broke off! Yeah, you kind of have to do that for other reasons. So. And then this is the other part of the handle. It's a broken piece of wood. I doubt this will be useful. It tells you what you need to look for, or make. Okay, so nothing else we can do in here because we need to make a new handle. How do you do that? Well, if you've watched as much woodworking YouTube as I have, you go for the lathe. But first, the wood's actually too small, or too long, so you need to cut it down. There we go. If you try and put the wood on the lathe, it'll just tell you that your wood is too small. Your wood is too big. Right. Luckily, the lathe knows more than we do about woodworking. It's an automatic lathe in a time that you really didn't have them, and man, this is a really good lathe. It's magic. We don't have to explain it. A lathed piece of wood. Okay. Back to the other room. Yeah, these chapters get long. Very long. Chapter 4 is going to be extremely long. But fun, I think. Alright. We pull the handle. The printing press gives us blueprints. We move in and look at them. Hey, we've seen that arm. Look at the schiller. So, do you remember the combination? I do, actually. It is the A with a squiggle. Good. This. And, yeah, the thing with the slash and the double V's. A camshaft. Right. So, back to that arm. Apparently the craftsman has been pioneering the field of prosthetics research, and if he weren't so awful, that would probably be a good thing. Okay, so you cannot move the cams by hand, but you can come here. Yep. You can turn the shaft. If you hit, yeah, but it doesn't quite turn the shaft. It makes some of the fingers move. So move it here. Turn the shaft. It's making some of the fingers move. Move it here. Turn the shaft more. As you can see, almost everything is working. Let's see if I can get that. But if you notice that middle finger isn't working. So let's move this back. Middle finger's still not moving, so I'm pretty sure there is a way to move. We gotta move that middle finger. There we go. Yeah, this one is a little strange. So we get a strange key. I didn't see that. Did you see that? No, nobody saw anything. Right. We got some stuff here. 3 places to use the strange key. So we look at the key. We see that it has holes along the side. There we go. And a square at the end. Note that it resets it to its original form every time you use it. So, okay, so now we got to look at the end of the key. Oh no, we don't. It's just that one side or the other, I guess. I don't know. I want to look at the end of the key, please. Thank you. Let's get those two. Right. Ah, yeah, okay, so it's one side or the other. And there we go. Once all 3 locks are down, we finally get the pyramid. Praise is due. You mastered the sinister machinery of the forge with aplomb. Let the splinters in your fingertips be a reminder of how far you have come. I hate splinters. I got one years ago that when I was a little kid that, there was no recourse except to dig it out with a needle, and that was just not fun. Okay, now we are going to go down to that, well, no, I'm going to go turn in the key, but then we're going to go down to that and do that puzzle, I think, because it's time. Right. Alright then. And we get a book. A leather-bound book. Yes. Now, this is why we're going... So, you would take that to, of course, the library. I mean, it makes sense, right? But there's other stuff that we should do so that, we only have one trip to go to the library. Or, well, one fewer trip to the library. Back to the frickin' math puzzle. Let's see how I do. Thank you. All right. So this is 8 plus 4 is 12 plus 5 is 17. 31 is 7 times 4 is 28 plus 3 is 31. 8 times 2 is 16. Plus 7 is 23. Plus 3 is 26. Minus 5 is 21, plus 9 is 30. Yeah, I actually just figured that out. Be impressed, I am. Okay, move these sliders so that they fit with the... And the library. Hung up. Okay. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to do. The library is the heart of this house, really. That's why the craftsman was so insistent that we not spend too much time here. Because we might figure out what he's doing. Creep. Maggie's message is gone. Okay, then. So, note that the phone, it's not ringing, but it's... When you turn the phone on, I don't like that noise. To quote Rome Mithril, that's what happens when you give the monsters of Silent Hill booze. Good to know. A cross-shaped key. Yeah, that's, we'll have to go back to the basement for that, so I want to do some other stuff first. That's where we put the book. We'll deal with that in a sec. Because... Remember what I said? There we go. Sometimes you just can't get this stuff undone. Oh, right. You have to put the eyepiece on, stupid. Okay. And we get a blank wax cylinder. We can't really do anything with it right now. That will require going back to the thing. That'll require going back to the basement. So instead, let's open up the next chapter. Because where do you put a book? but on a book stand. And if we turn, we can move this up. An elevator, yes. All right, moving along. Well now, this is interesting. Note, if you look very closely, all of the faces in this have been wiped out, which is what happens when you, I knew you would not disappoint me. You've proven yourself a worthy apprentice, and now you stand on the threshold of mankind's greatest day. I have not brought you here simply to bear mute witness to my achievements. You will have a role to play, one more pivotal than you will ever know. Know that the breakthrough we now make together I could never have made without your vital contribution. Uh-huh. Yeah, take that. You're gonna need it. Right. Jackass. Alright. So, there's the thing, but let's look around. Oh god, this thing. Let's see if I can actually do this. Let's see. Okay. So this thing. It is really hard to move, and a lot of people will be of the opinion that they can't move it. But as you move it, it does start moving more. This was much easier to do, I think, on the, Jesus. This was much easier, I think, to do on the, phone. You just move it back and forth, and eventually it should start moving more, strongly. I hope. This can take a very long time to do, but you gotta do it if you want the best ending. Hold on. I want to be able to do this on my stupid mouse pad. Okay. There we go. Damn it. Yep, we're right back where we started because it will lose momentum. It's a momentum puzzle. It really, really sucks. It's one of the few things I really, really don't like about this game. It takes a while, but it does start moving eventually. Probably. Oh my god, will you... What the hell is wrong with you? I might have to just come back to this. It's... Come on. You can see it's starting... For a while it seems to be okay, and then it just stops moving again. Try it like this, then. Nope. Come on. Note that it's starting to swing more rapidly, so just keep it up. Keep it up. Yeah, this is a really annoying... There we go! Ugh! Whew! Right, so yeah. If you look, by the way, pull up, You look very careful. You can see that's in the main room. So we'll deal with that much, much later. All right. It's time for another fuse puzzle. And now they're not marked. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, then. Let's see, right. You just have to sort of screw around until you find it. That's the last fuse puzzle, though. And there we go. Now, we go back. We go look at the oscilloscope. But as you can see, the oscilloscope is not in working order. You need to find an oscilloscope that works the same way as this one. And you very well may not remember. Because it was the very first oscilloscope in the game. So. Oh, I can't believe that. Just that puzzle. Most of the puzzles in this game are really good, but that one is just a bear. Alright, come on. And here we are. So before we go anywhere, pick up a crystal, which we know what we can do with. I woke up on the floor of the workshop again. A new box was on the table, and I recall nothing of making it. Did I create any of them, or only dream these creations? What is beyond doubt is that there is something guiding my hand. Who pulls the strings of the puppet master? That's a very good question. And kind of a freaky one. No, we have to go back in here, by the way. Okay. All right, then. And grab this. Can I turn you? Good, yes. And we get an electrical component, so yeah. Now, we could go back and get the... But we got a crystal in our inventory, so why don't we go get rid of it? Since we're doing other crap. I could go to the basement and do more, too. Maybe I will do that since we only have 7 minutes left in the episode rather than start the new one. Alright. By the way, I'm just sort of looking around to see if there's anything else interesting. Nope. Sometimes there's like one note that I know is around somewhere, but I haven't found it yet. Even though I probably should have already. Oh well. Let's see. So, if we put this last crystal in, we can power this engine. Okay, in the next chapter, you will see this sort of thing. You are going to want to sort of... This is how you move. It's like an old-style dungeon crawler, really. You click in the direction, and if you can turn... First, you turn. And then, if you can, you walk. And in this case, we're just going to keep following that arrow. And it takes us to what appears to be an altar of some sort. And a mysterious artifact. Right, this unlocks one of the endings, so it's going to be sitting in our inventory for a while. Okay, I thought... Aha! There it is! I saw it before, but I thought it was a visual artifact. My fate rests in a terrible paradox. I have need to trap a soul of great brilliance, but for them to exhibit the brilliance I seek, they must surely also see the trap. The outcome is balanced on a razor's edge. They yearn for the source of the null, just as I have. I can feel their longing. It must blind them to their fate. Yeah, we will dink around with all of this stuff, possibly very soon. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to go back to the basement and move on with the side quest. And yeah. If you do all of this stuff in one swell foop, you have fewer... Let's see, I think... Aha! That interfering friend of AS continues to ask questions. Hi! And I should like to ask a few of my own. How did they overcome the null? How much energy resides in that brilliant soul of theirs? It would take the last dregs of the energy I have stored to bring them here, but they might also be the key. I have no choice but to take the risk. Yeah, I don't like this. Okay, so we put the key. I said we put the key in here. Turn it. Watch. Let's see. 4, 6, 1, 5. 4, 6, 1, 5. It's randomized with every playthrough. Just follow it. It's not that complicated. We get a token. Time to go talk to Miss Maggie Cox again. All right. We have actually done the worst puzzle in the game. It's that orb. All right. Come along. Hi, Maggie. All right. Let's cross our palm with silver again. And we've got the stuff going again. And I do like this. I really like the design of the mannequin. This is just a good bit. And we get escape. That is, in a sense, it is the second ending, but it's also really the best ending. A crank handle. Well, where do we need to use a crank handle? Well, we need to use it in the greenhouse where we just were. Because there's a phonograph there that has no crank. Right. That's the wrong... It's in here, doofus. Also, do you recall the phone in the library had a number on it? And so we get some music. The number was 17 95. Now the phone in the library should be working. Back out first, silly, and then. And move forward. Into the library. It's not ringing. 1795? We'll have to go back and work on that again, but first, let's put the... There we go. Alright, back to the other place. I'm gonna get this right. There must have been a problem with the thing. Or with the dialing. I actually saw a walkthrough of this once when I was doing my research for this game that was snarky enough to tell the players how to work a rotary phone. Like, really, dude? Alright. Just checking to see if anything... Okay, so 1... 7... 9... 5... Let's see if it worked this time. If not, I'll have to look it up and see what I'm missing. Because whether it worked or not, we're calling it after we check on it. I gotta say, the ambience in this is really good. Nope. I did something wrong here, and I'm not sure what. So we'll have to... I will check it out, and but I will see you later. So, thank you guys for joining me for Let's Play The Room 3, and I will see you next time. Have a great evening. Goodbye.